Love Actually. I'm going to do my impersonation of Chris doing his impersonation of Patrick Warburton. Interior, Heathrow arrivals gate, day. A voiceover in darkness.
Whenever I get gloomy with the state of the world, I think about the arrivals gate at Heathrow Airport.
And we start to see this, the most miscellaneous of groups and couples at the arrival gate, all kissing, all full of affection and emotion.
General opinion starting to make out that we live in a world of hatred and greed, but I don't see that. Seems to me that love is everywhere. Often it's not particularly dignified or newsworthy, but it's always there. Fathers and sons, mothers and daughters, husbands and wives, boyfriends, girlfriends, old friends. When the planes hit the Twin Towers, as far as I know, none of the phone calls from the people on board were messages of hate and revenge. They were all messages of love. If you look for it, I've got a sneaking feeling you'll find that love actually is all around.
Ding, ding, ding. Interior recording studio day. Got to a recording studio. Yeah, we did. A wonderful looking battered 55-year-old ex-giant of rock is singing in a little black booth. 3 noisy backing singers are really going for it in the studio outside. I believe they mean singing.
I feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my toes. Love is all around me. And so the feeling goes.
I'm afraid you did it again, Billy.
Joanna, her manager, is in the control room with the engineer. Joanna is unproposing, moist, in her 40s.
It's just
like that.
I know the old version so well, you know.
Well, we all do. That's why we're making the new version.
The intro strikes up again.
I feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my toes. Love is a... Oh, fuck. Wank bugger, shitting arse, head, hole. Ugh, start again. Stop.
The intro starts again.
I feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my toes. Christmas is all around me. And so the feeling grows. It's written in the wind. It's everywhere I go. So if you really love Christmas, come on and let it snow. This is the shit, isn't it?
Yep. Solid gold shit, Maestra.
Joanna gives her a big smile and a thumbs up. She is sitting next to a sound engineer reading a newspaper with a picture of the PM on the front. Interior, Jamie's house, day. Jamie gets ready for a wedding. She has a slight, touching mid-sentence stutter. Her boyfriend, Kevin, is sick in bed.
God, I'm so late.
It's just around the corner. You'll make it.
You sure you don't mind me going without you?
Oh, really? I'm just feeling so rotten.
I love you.
I know.
I love you even when you're sick and look disgusting.
I know. Now go or you will actually miss it.
Right. Did I mention I love you?
Yes, you did. Get out, loser.
It's a hell of a cold. Interior, Danielle's office. Danielle's house, day. Now we cut to we cut to Danielle sitting very alone in her office in her house. A moment of stillness and sorrow. And she lifts up the phone and dials.
Ken, it's Danielle. Can we talk? I'm sorry. I sort of literally don't have anyone else to talk to.
She's in her kitchen. No. Yeah, both of them are. Danielle and Ken are in their kitchens. Ken, obviously mid-40s, very English. Still quite nice looking. And good.
Absolutely horrible moment now, though. Can I call you back in a minute?
Of course.
It doesn't mean I'm not terribly concerned that your husband just died.
Understood. Bugger off and ring me later.
She hangs up. Interior, Ken's house, day. Ken goes back to the question in hand. His 2 children just back from school. Davy is sweet and 6. Bernie is grumpy and 10. Ken is cooking chicken kebabs for their dinner.
So what's this big news then?
We've been given our own parts in the nativity play. I'm the lobster.
The lobster?
Yes.
In the nativity play?
Yes. First lobster.
There was more than one lobster present at the birth of Jesus.
Duh.
Interior Fair Trade Office, day. Colleen enters with a basket of food. She drops items off at the desks of various men in the office with way too much joy.
Best sandwiches in Britain? Try my lovely nuts. Beautiful muffin for a beautiful man.
She pauses at Mel's desk, who rolls his eyes.
Morning, my future hubby.
Interior Film Studio, day. Cut to a couple having slightly weird sex, rather half-heartedly. They're both dressed, and he appears to be taking her from behind, her leaning forward against a pillar in a stylish, dramatically lit living room.
Okay, you can stop there. Thanks.
Cut back to show the paraphernalia of a huge film crew. Toni immediately slips into discussion with the director. The two stand-ins, because that's what they are, start to chat. They're two plain, sweet, simple people.
Yeah, by the way, he introduced me as Judy, but everyone just calls me Jude.
Oh, fine. Nice to meet you, Jude. He got me right, though. I'm just John.
Great, just John.
Interior church, day. Cut to two women's faces, well dressed up in fine dresses.
No surprises?
No surprises.
Pull back, they are maid of honor and bride, waiting at the end of the aisle. The church is sunny and full.
Not like the stag night.
Unlike the stag night.
Do you admit that the Brazilian prostitutes were a mistake?
I do.
And it would have been much better if they had not turned out to be women.
That is true.
Music starts up. Paco Bell's cannon. Enter a really lovely, optimistic boy in his wedding tux. This is Julian.
Good luck, kiddo.
Exterior London Street's day. The PM's car moves along the embankment with bike riders. Exterior Downing Street day. Cut to outside of 10 Downing Street. Huge noise. Press and people. Out of the car comes the new Prime Minister. She waves. Huge cheer. In her 40s. She's an attractive woman. She enters. The door closes behind her. Interior 10 Downing Street. Entrance hall day. Suddenly, bizarre silence and formality inside in comparison to the chaos outside. There to greet her is her personal advisor, 40, a woman, Danny, strong and intelligent looking. Her demeanor immediately changes. She deformalizes.
Welcome, Prime Minister.
I must work on my wave. How are you?
How are you feeling?
Cool. Powerful.
Would you like to meet your household staff?
Yes, I would like that very much indeed. Anything to put off actually running the country.
This is Teresa. She's in charge.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. I had an auntie called Teresa. Hated her. I think she was a pervert. But I very much like the look of you.
This is Pat.
Hello, Pat.
Good morning, sir. I am the housekeeper.
Oh, right. I should be easier than the last lot. No nappies, no teenagers, no scary husband.
And this is Nathan. He's new, like you.
Hello, Nathan.
Hello, Diane. Mum. Shit. I can't believe I just said that. And now I've gone and said shit twice. I'm sorry, ma'am.
That's fine. You could have said fuck and we'd all been in real trouble.
Thank you, ma'am. I did have an awful premonition I was going to fuck up on my first day. Oh, piss it.
Right. I'll get my things and then let's fix the country, shall we?
Yeah, I can't see why not.
As she walks away, she casually looks over her shoulder. Nathan is one of the things she looks back on. Interior, PM's office, 10 Downing Street, day. PM enters and closes the door and suddenly pins herself back against the door. It's like a woman being pursued by the police.
That is so inconvenient.
Interior church, day. The vicar is officiating over Penny and Julian's ceremony.
In the presence of God, Penny and Julian have given their consent and made their marriage vows to each other. They declared their marriage by the giving and receiving of rings. I therefore proclaim that they are husband and wife.
They kiss.
Did you resist the temptation for surprises?
Yes, I'm mature now.
As the music changes, a curtain that has been hiding the contents of the balcony drops. Behind it is a choir. They begin to sing All You Need Is Love.
Did you do this?
No.
Penny looks at Mary. Mary shrugs, pretending she had no idea this was going to happen. Then she smiles. Interior Jamie's house, day. Jamie, who he glimpsed at the wedding, comes back into his house. He unlocks the door into the large living room. At that moment, another slightly younger man enters the room through an internal door.
Hello. What the hell are you doing here?
I just popped over to borrow some old CDs.
Did the man of the house let you in?
Yeah.
Lovely, obliging boy. I thought I'd pop back before the reception, see if he was better. Listen, I've been thinking. I think perhaps we ought to take Mum out for her birthday on Friday. What do you think? I just feel we've been bad daughters this year.
Sounds fine. A bit, boring, but fine.
Hurry up, Big Mama. I'm naked, and I want you at least twice before Jamie gets home.
Interior reception hall, night. It's the reception of the All You Need Is Love wedding. Later that night, the newlyweds are dancing to a slightly dodgy hired band. Our maid of honor, Mary, is filming them. Nearer is Stephen, still talking on his mobile phone. A perky server in a messy black tie approaches her. It's Colleen.
Delicacy?
No thanks.
Colleen heads on to Stephen.
Taste explosion?
Totally uncharmed, he just shakes his head. Colleen heads off discouraged, sees another pretty boy by the door to the kitchen.
Food?
No thanks.
Yeah, a bit dodgy, isn't it? Looks like a dead baby's finger. Oh, well, tastes like it too. I'm Colleen, by the way.
I'm Neville.
What do you do, Neville?
I'm a cook.
Ever do weddings?
Yes, I do.
They should have asked you to do this one.
They did.
God, I wish you hadn't turned it down.
I didn't.
Right.
She clips through the doors into the kitchen. Interior reception kitchen night. Colleen sits down next to her friend. It's Toni from the porn shoot, who's just come along for the ride. She wears Toni wears normal clothes. Yeah, she wears normal clothes.
At last I've worked out why I can never find true love.
Why's that?
It's English blokes. They're stuck up, you see. And I'm particularly attracted to guys who are cooler, game for a laugh, like American guys. So I should just go to America. I'd get a boyfriend there instantly. What do you think?
I think it's crap, Colleen.
No, that's where you're wrong. American blokes would seriously dig me with my cute British accent.
You don't have a cute British accent.
Yes, I do. I'm going to America.
Colleen, you're lonely, ugly asshole, and you must just accept it.
Never. I'm Colleen, goddess of sex. I'm just on the wrong continent, that's all.
Interior film studio day. John and Judy are doing another awkward sex scene.
The traffic today was just...
Oh, unbelievable.
The assistant director comes up. It's Toni, Colleen's discouraging friend. She is not very comfortable with her job at this moment.
John, could you take your top off this time? Lighting and camera need to know where we're actually going to see the nipples and when we're not.
Oh, yes, okay, right. At least it's nice and warm in here.
Oh, absolutely. Isn't always the case. I was standing in for La Patancha once on 7 Years in Tibet. It's bloody freezing. Sorry, guys. Time's pretty tight and we have to get the actors in.
Oh, fine.
I promise I won't look. Oh, and Jerry says, if you could just put your hands on his pecs. Right. Okay. Is that all right?
Oh, yes, yeah, fine.
I'll warm them up. And massage them, please. Right. I mean, it's Junction 13. It's just murder, isn't it? Total great luck this morning.
Interior church day. Cut to a funeral. A woman and her 11-year-old stepdaughter in a church with a crowd of 80 behind them, dressed in black. Danielle gets up and faces the guests. Behind him, a simple slide projector screen shows a portrait of his wife.
Or husband. In this case, husband.
A portrait of her husband. I didn't get that one.
John, I had a lot of time to prepare for this moment. Some of his requests, for instance, that I should bring Brad Pitt as my date to the funeral, I was confident he'd expect me to ignore. But others he was pretty damn clear about. When he first mentioned what's about to happen, I said over my dead body, and he said, "No, Danielle, over mine." And as usual, my darling boy and Sam's darling dad was right. So he's going to say his final farewell to you, not through me, but inevitably, ever so coolly, through the immortal genius of the Bay City Rollers.
Bye Bye Baby by the Bay City Rollers pipes in through the speakers as a slideshow of Joe's life plays on a screen behind her. With a heavy heart, Danielle carries the coffin down the aisle. Interior reception hall, night. Cue to the newlyweds dancing to a horribly performed classic tune. Man, it's just full of horrible music, bro. Mary is filming them. Stephen, the phone guy, comes and sits next to her. He watches her curiously, then gently.
Do you love him?
Sorry? Who? What?
No, I just thought I'd ask the blunt questions in case it was the right one and you needed to talk to someone about it and no one had ever asked you, so you'd never been able to talk about it even though you thought you might have wanted to.
No is the answer. No, absolutely not.
So that's a no then.
Yes. This DJ, what do you reckon? Worst in history?
Probably. I think it all hangs on the next song.
Now here's one for the lovers. That's quite a few of you. I shouldn't be surprised in a half.
She's done it. It's official.
Worst DJ in the world.
Interior Harriet's office morning. Mel enters the office of Harriet in her mid-40s. Stylish. Quite a serious woman, but with hidden places.
Stephen's waiting for you.
Oh, yes, of course. Great. Good. So, how are you doing, Mel? You settling in fine? Learning who to avoid?
Absolutely.
Hi, Harriet.
Stephen walks in a bit awkwardly. Mel walks out.
Now, switch off your phone and tell me exactly how long it is that you've been working here.
2 years, 7 months, 3 days, and suppose, 2 hours?
And how long have you been in love with Curry, our enigmatic chief designer?
2 years, 7 months, 3 days, and I suppose an hour and 30 minutes.
I thought as much.
Do you think everybody knows?
Yes.
Do you think Carrie knows?
Yes.
Oh, that is bad news.
I just thought that maybe the time had come to do something about it.
Like what?
Invite her out for a drink, then after 20 minutes casually drop into conversation the fact that you'd like to marry her and have lots of sex and babies.
You know that?
Yes, and so does Carrie. Think about it, for all our sakes. It's Christmas.
Certainly. Excellent. Will do. Thanks, boss.
He opens the door to leave, and a very good-looking girl walks in.
Hi, Stephen.
Hi, Carrie.
We follow him through the door. She stops, takes a deep breath, switches on her... stops, takes a deep breath, switches on his phone, and it rings immediately. He answers.
Babe? Absolutely. Fire away. Mel, could you turn that down? What is that?
We realize that in the background we have been listening to Christmas is All Around. Interior radio station studio day. A disc jockey at the mic. Christmas is All Around just coming to an end.
And that was the Christmas effort from the once great Billy Mack. Oh dear me, how the mighty have fallen. I can safely put my hand on my arse and say that is the worst record I've heard this century.
Looking through to the other side, Mia, the disc jockey, is doing a throat-cutting motion. The first disc jockey looks at a sheet on her desk and realizes her faux pas.
Oh, and coincidentally, I believe Billy will be a guest on my friend Mia's show in a few minutes' time. Welcome back, Billy.
Interior radio station foyer day. Cut outside, Joanna and Billy sitting there in the foyer where the station's output is on, just looking totally broken. Interior radio station studio day. 10 minutes later.
So, Billy, welcome back to the airwaves. New Christmas single cover of Love is All Around.
Yeah, except we've changed the word love to Christmas.
Yes. Is that an important message to you, Billy?
Not really, Mia. Christmas is a time for people with someone they love in their lives.
And that's not you.
No, that's not me, Mia. When I was young and successful, and I was greedy and foolish, and now I'm left with no one, wrinkled and alone.
Wow. Thanks for that, Billy.
For what?
For actually giving a real answer to a question. Doesn't often happen here at Radio Watford, I can tell you.
You know, ask me anything you like. I'll tell you the truth.
Best shag you ever had?
Justin Timberlake. No, only kidding. He was rubbish.
Okay, here's one. How do you think the new record compares to your old classic stuff?
Oh, come on, Mia. You know as well as I do the record's crap. But wouldn't it be great if number one this Christmas wasn't some smug teenager but an old heroin addict searching for a comeback at any price, huh? All those young pop stars, come Christmas Day, they'll be stretched out naked with a cute bloke balancing on their balls, and I'll be stuck in some dingy flat with my manager Joanna, ugliest woman in the world, fucking miserable because our fucking gamble didn't pay off. So, If you believe in Father Christmas, children, like your Aunt Billy does, buy my festering turd of a wrecker and particularly enjoy the incredible crassness of the moment we try to squeeze an extra syllable into the fourth line.
I think you're referring to if you really love Christmas.
Come on and let it snow. Oh.
So here it is, one more time. The dark horse for this year's Christmas number 1. Christmas is all around. Thank you, Billy. After this, the news. Is the new Prime Minister in trouble already?
Interior, 10 Downing Street, day. The PM is in a cabinet meeting.
Okay, what's next?
The President's visit.
Oh, yes. I fear this is going to be a difficult one to play. Alex.
There's a strong feeling in the party we mustn't allow ourselves to be bullied from pillar to post like the last government.
Here, this is our first really important test. Let's take a stand.
Right. I understand that, but I have decided not to. Not this time. We will, of course, try to be clever, but let's not forget that America is the most powerful country in the world. I'm not going to act like a petulant child.
Meeting adjourned, everyone gathers their papers.
Right. Now who do you have to screw around here to get a cup of tea and a biscuit?
Nathan wheels a cart of tea and biscuits in.
Right.
Oh, awkward. Interior, PM's office, 10 Downing Street, day. A knock on the door.
Yep, come in.
It is Nathan, carrying some files in a tray.
These have just come from the Treasury, and these are for you.
Excellent. Thanks a lot.
I was hoping you'd win. Not that I wouldn't have been nice to the other bird. Just always giving her the boring biscuits with no chocolate.
Thanks very much. Thanks, Nathan.
He leaves. She drops her head, slamming it on the table in despair.
Oh, God, come on. You're the Prime Minister.
Interior film studio, modern flat, day. The two stand-ins are having sex again on a bed in an ultra-modern flat. They're now totally naked, miming weird sex.
So what do you reckon to our new Prime Minister?
Oh, well, I quite like her. I can't understand why she's not married, though.
Oh, you know the type. Married to her job. Either that or gay as a picnic basket.
John, if you could just lower the nipples and cheek them a bit to the left.
You know, I have to say, John, this is a real pleasure. It's lovely to find someone I can actually chat to.
Oh, thank you. Ditto.
And the move again, please, Judy.
Oh,
God. So, sorry.
Sorry.
Interior, Colleen's van, day.
Exciting news.
What?
I've bought a ticket to the States. I'm off in 3 weeks.
No.
Yes, to a fantastic place called Wisconsin.
No.
Yes, Wisconsin boys, here comes Dame Colleen.
No, Carl. There are a few studs in America, I grant you, but they're already going out with rich, attractive girls.
Nah, Tone, you're just jealous. You know perfectly well that any bar anywhere in America contains 10 boys more attractive and more likely to have sex with me than the whole of the United Kingdom.
That is total bullocks. You've actually gone mad now.
No, I'm wise. Stateside, I'm Princess Di, without the weird family.
No, Colleen, no.
Yes.
Niet.
Da.
Nein.
Ja, da.
Harriet's office, day. Mel is there looking amazing in his tight gray suit.
Right, the Christmas party. Not my favorite night of the year, and your unhappy job to organize.
Tell me.
Basic, really. Find a venue, over-order on the drinks, bulk buy the guacamole, and advertise the boys to avoid Cindy if they want their butts unfondled.
It's done. Wives and family and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, not children, but wives and girlfriends, etc., etc. Oh, Christ. You haven't got some horrible 6-foot tight t-shirt wearing girlfriend you'll be bringing, have you?
No. I'll just be hanging round the mistletoe and hoping to be kissed.
He looks at her hard. Suddenly real electricity is in the room.
Really? Right, sir. Oh.
He walks out. Harriet shakes her head in a what's going on way. Outside, Mel sits and starts to type on his computer. Interior, exterior, Danielle's house, day. Daniel and Ken are having tea.
She now spends literally all her time in her room. She'll be up there now.
There's nothing unusual about that. My horrid son, Bernard, stays in his room all the time, thank God.
No, but this is all the time. And I'm afraid, that there's something really wrong. I mean, clearly it's about her dad, but Christ, she might be injecting heroin into her eyeballs for all I know.
At the age of 11?
Well, maybe not her eyeballs, maybe just her veins. The problem is, it was her dad who always used to talk to her, and I don't know. The whole stepmom thing seems somehow to suddenly matter like it never did.
Hey, it's always going to be a total showtime. Just be patient and maybe check the room for needles.
And then when she sometimes does come out, it's obvious she's been crying. It was such a ridiculous waste, and if it's now going to ruin Sam's life as well, I don't know.
Get a grip. People hate sissies. No one's ever going to shag you if you cry all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Helpful.
Exterior London bench, day. A few minutes later, Danielle takes the plunge.
So, what's the problem, Samuel? Is it just dad, or is it something else? Maybe school, or are you being bullied, or is it, I don't know, something worse? Can you give me any clues at all?
You really want to know?
I really want to know.
Even if you won't be able to do anything to help?
Even if that's the case.
Okay. The truth is, actually, I'm in love.
Sorry?
I know I should be thinking about Dad all the time, and I am, but the truth is, it's that I'm in love, and I was before he died, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Aren't you a bit young to be in love?
No.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm a little relieved.
Why?
Because I thought it'd be something worse.
Worse than the total agony of being in love?
No, you're right. Total agony.
Interior Fair Trade Office, evening. It's a bit late in the office. Stephen at his desk. We notice a framed photo of a good-looking young woman on her desk. Then suddenly, Gary is walking from the far end of the long office towards her. He watches her. She reaches his desk near the door.
Night, Stephen.
Night, Gary.
She leaves. He just sits there, frozen and useless. His phone rings.
Yep, absolutely. Free as a bird. Fire away.
Interior farmhouse in France, day. Jamie sits down to type in an old-fashioned typewriter. Interior PM's office, 10 Downing Street, night. A knock at the door. It's Nathan.
Nathan.
Mum.
He enters with a pile of papers and files, puts them down and heads off. Then...
Thanks. Nathan, I'm starting to feel uncomfortable about us working in such close proximity every day and me knowing so little about you. It seems elitist and wrong.
Well, there's not much to know.
Where do you live, for instance?
Wandsworth, the dodgy end.
My brother lives in Wandsworth. So which exactly is the dodgy end?
At the end of the High Street, Harris Street, near the Queen's Head.
Right, yes, that is dodgy. And you live with your girlfriend, wife, 3 illegitimate children?
No, I've just split up with my girlfriend, actually, so I'm back with my mom and dad for a while.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, that's fine. I'm well short of her. She said I was getting fat.
I beg your pardon?
She says Noah's going to fancy a boy with thighs the size of big tree trunks. Not a nice girl, actually, in the end.
Suddenly, there's a glimpse of vulnerability in him.
Right. You know, being Prime Minister, I could just have her murdered.
No, thank you, Mum. I'll think about it.
Do. The SAS are absolutely charming. Ruthless. Trained killers are just a phone call away.
They both look at each other, and there's a little laugh. For a moment, he was sad, and she cheered him up. He leaves.
Oh, God. Did you have this sort of problem?
She's looking at a very stern portrait of Margaret Thatcher.
Yeah, of course you did, you saucy minx.
Interior Danielle's living room, night. A bit later, Danielle and Sam sitting opposite each other like an interview. Danielle, full of energy.
We could definitely crack this. Remember, I was a kid once too. Come on, it's something at school, right?
Yup.
And how does she feel about you?
He doesn't even know my name. And even if he did, he'd despise me. He's 2 years older than me, and everyone worships him because he's heaven.
Right, good. Well, basically you're fucked then, aren't you?
Sam nods. Interior TV studio day. Cut into the middle of a CD UK type of Saturday morning pop show. Billy being interviewed by Ant and Dec next to a big pile of pop prizes. Woo.
Hi there and welcome back. So, Billy, 3 weeks until Christmas, and it looks like the real competition is gonna be blue.
Yeah, saw them on the show last week. They weren't very nice about my record.
No, little scamps.
Yeah, but very, very talented musicians.
Billy, I understand that you've got a prize for our competition winners.
Yeah, I have, Aunt or Dec. It's a personalized felt tip pen.
Oh, great.
It's brilliant. It even writes on glass. So if you've got a framed picture, like for instance, this one of blue, you can just write on it.
He writes, "We've got little pricks."
A lot of kids watching.
Yeah, hiya kids. Here's an important message from your Auntie Billy. Don't buy drugs. Become a pop star and they give them to you for free.
And I do believe it's a commercial break. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Interior gallery day. Mary is on the phone. Two schoolgirls giggle in the background, inspecting the photos on display.
Actually, they're not funny, they're art. Okay, let's say Thursday at my place.
Right. But for now, I've got Julian on the other line, and can I patch you through? He wants to ask you a favor.
Okay, fine.
Thanks, and be nice.
I'm always nice.
You know what I mean, Mary. Be friendly.
I'm always...
Mary?
Hi. How was the honeymoon?
Oh, it was great. Thanks for the gorgeous send-off.
So what can I do for you?
It's only a tiny favor. I've just tried the wedding video and it's a disaster. It's come out all blue and wibbly.
I'm sorry.
I remember you filming a lot and I wondered if I could take a look at it.
Oh, no. Look, to be honest, I didn't really...
Please, all I want is one shot of me in my wedding tux. Well, that isn't turquoise.
I'll have a look, but I'm pretty sure I wiped it, so don't get any hopes up. Must go.
Interior Fair Trade Office.
Any progress with our matchmaking plans?
No, I've done fuck all and never will because she's too good for me.
How true.
Stop.
His mobile rings.
And of course your mobile goes.
Hello, hi. How you doing?
Harriet wanders over to Mel's desk.
So, how's the Christmas party going?
Good. I think I've found a venue. A friend of mine works there.
What's it like?
Good. It's an art gallery, full of dark corners for doing dark deeds.
He casually spreads his legs as they talk.
Oh, right. Good. Well, I suppose I should take a look at it or something.
You should.
Oh. Interior, exterior, front door, farmhouse, day. Jamie opens the door. There's a confident middle-aged Frenchman, Henri. He is clearly in charge of the house in some way, with a nice, thick French accent.
Bonjour, Henri.
Bonjour, Mademoiselle Bennett. Welcome back. And this year, you'll bring a gentleman guest?
No, there's a change of situation. Just me.
Oh, I am sad. Or not sad?
I think you're not surprised.
And you'll stay here until Christmas?
Yeah.
Good. Well, I found you a perfect man to clean the house. This is Antonio.
Standing back nervously is Antonio, a pleasant-looking dark-haired man, about 35. Nice face, wearing a cheap suit.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, Antonio.
Antonio.
Oh, bonjour.
Je suis très heureux de voir ici.
Unfortunately, he cannot speak French, just like you. He is a Portuguese.
Buongiorno. Used to be molto bueno.
He mimes a little bit of football.
I think he's 10 years too young to remember a footballer called Esuebo. And Moto Bueno is a Spanish.
Right. Anyway, it's nice to meet you, and...
Can you drive him home after his work?
Oh, absolutely, yes. Con grande, pleasure?
Which is what? Turkish?
Bello, bella, Montaño, Alvarez.
Antonio looks confused.
No, right. Silence is golden. As the Tremolos say, clever guys, although I think the original version was by Frankie Valli in the Four Seasons. Great band. Oh, shut up.
Interior 10 Downing Street, entrance hall / interlobby day. It's noisy with lots of people, some press, huge number of staff. The Prime Minister and President shake hands. These two are queens of their domains, but the PM style seems quieter and more modest against the American sexy confidence.
Mr. President, come through. I'm sorry your husband couldn't make it, by the way.
So is he, although he would have been kind of lonely. I mean, I'm sure...
Yes, pathetic, isn't it? Just never been able to tie a man down. Not sure that politics and dating go together.
Really? I've never found that.
Yeah, you're still sickeningly handsome, whereas I look like my Aunt Mildred. Very jealous of your plane, by the way.
Thank you. We love that thing.
They walk along the corridor and pass Nathan.
Ah, Nathan, hi.
Morning, fella. How's your day so far? Excellent. My goodness, that's a hot little son of a bitch. Did you see those plates?
Yeah, he's terrific. At his job.
Interior meeting room, Downing Street, day. The room is now full of people, 8 of them. 3 Americans, 5 English, including the PM and the President. The experts are talking. PM looking intently on. The meeting is very tense.
No, absolutely not. We cannot and will not consult on that either.
That is unexpected.
Well, it shouldn't be. The last administration made it perfectly clear. We're being consistent with their policies.
Well, with all respect, they were bad policies.
Right, thanks, Alex. I don't think we're making progress here. Let's move on, shall we?
Interior, PM's office, 10 Downing Street, that night. The President flops down into a chair at the end of the day.
Well, now that was an interesting day.
Sorry if our line was firm, but there's no point in tiptoeing around today than just disappointing you for 4 years. I have plans, and I plan to see them through.
Absolutely. There is one final thing to look at. It's very close to my heart. Just give me 1 second.
I'll give you anything you ask for, as long as it's not something I don't want to give.
PM walks into the corridor, passing Nathan on the way with the whiskeys. She smiles at him in the awkward way of a woman in love.
Hi. Oh, pathetic.
She goes through a door, enters a second office, grabs a file, and walks back towards her study. She enters and sees the President with her hand on Nathan's hip. Nathan blushes and moves away from her. The President is unthrown. She just reaches for her whiskey. Something weird happens to the sound for a second. This is awful for the Prime Minister.
Great scotch.
I'll be going then.
He walks out, his head bowed, past the PM.
Nathan, I hope to see much more of you as our countries work toward a better future.
Thank you, sir.
He leaves. Interior meeting room, 10 Downing Street, day. Cut into the room of the final press conference. We see the PM and President sitting a couple yards apart in formal chairs. Huge amounts of press face them. The PM looks very serious.
Yes, Patty.
Mr. President, has it been a good visit?
Oh, very satisfactory indeed. We got what we came for, and our special relationship is still very special.
Prime Minister?
I love that word, relationship. Covers all manner of sins, doesn't it? I fear that this has become a bad relationship. A relationship based on the President taking what she wants and casually ignoring all those things that really matter to Britain. We may be a small country, but we're a great one too. The country of Shakespeare, Churchill, the Beatles, Sean Connery, Harry Potter, David Beckham's right foot, David Beckham's left foot, come to that. And a friend who bullies us is no longer a friend. And since bullies only respond to strength, from now onward, I will be prepared to be much stronger. And the president should be prepared for that.
Mr. President, what do you make of that?
She is speechless. Interior PM's office, 10 Downing Street, day. A cluster of people around the PM in her office congratulating her. Her cabinet are very proud and overexcited. Enter her secretary.
It's your brother on line 4.
All right. Yes, I'm very busy and important. How can I help you?
Interior Ken's house.
Have you gone completely insane?
You can't always be sensible.
You can if you're Prime Minister.
Oh dear, it's the Chancellor on the other line.
No, it isn't.
I'll call you back.
No, you won't.
Ken hangs up and gathers himself. Harriet is there. He flicks a button to turn on the CD player and goes over to a table full of Christmas presents that need wrapping.
The trouble with being the Prime Minister's brother is it puts your life into rather harsh perspective. What did my sister do today? She stood up and fought for a country. What did I do? I made a papier-mâché lobster head.
What is this we're listening to?
Joni Mitchell.
I can't believe you still listen to Joni Mitchell.
I love her, and true love lasts a lifetime. Joni Mitchell is the woman who taught your cold English husband how to feel.
Did she? Oh, well, that's good. I must write to her and say thanks.
Which doll shall we give Davy's little friend Emily? The one that looks like a transvestite or the one that looks like a dominatrix?
Interior, 10 Downing Street, PM's bedroom night.
It's almost enough to make you feel patriotic. So here's one for our ass-kicking Prime Minister. I think she will enjoy this. A golden oldie for a golden oldie.
PM dances her way through the residence until she notices her secretary watching.
Mary, I've been thinking. Can we move the Japanese ambassador to 4 o'clock tomorrow?
Certainly, sir.
Terrific. Thanks so much.
Interior kitchen, farmhouse in France, morning. Jamie is eating breakfast in a big old-fashioned dressing gown. Antonio enters, takes Jamie's coffee cup off the pile of papers. She offers him a croissant. He smiles. From here on, subtitled lines are spoken with a thick Southern accent.
Would you like the last?
Thank you very much, but no. If you saw my brother, you'd understand why.
That's all right. More for me.
Just don't go eating it all by yourself. You're getting chubbier every day.
I'm very lucky I've got a constitution where I never put on weight.
He looks at her and smiles. There's a friendship developing. The phone rings. He picks up the landline, but it's the mobile that's ringing. They search for it, finding it down a couch.
Hello? Oh, sorry. Hello?
Exterior garden, French farmhouse, day. Jamie is typing outside in a jumper, putting the finished papers under her coffee cup. It's a lovely little gazebo by a lake with a little waterfall. Antonio takes the cup off the pile of papers as he has done before.
Thank you.
But this time, because it's outside, moving the cup suddenly lets all the papers fly. Antonio leaps to grab him, and so does she. But the papers are flying away into the lake.
No, es peco inmensa, disculpa.
Oh, no. Hold on. God, it's half the book. Oh, no.
Oh, que desastre.
He runs and catches some of them, but a huge heap of heading into the water. Antonio gets to the water's edge, hesitates for a moment, and then whips off his clothes to reveal just his underpants. Time slows down. Jamie watches. It's an unexpectedly lovely body under his funny old clothes.
Just leave them, please. They're not important. They're not worth it. Stop. Stop. It's all just rubbish. Just leave it.
He dives in.
Oh, God, he's in. Oh, now I'll think I'm a total spaz if I don't go in too.
Oh, fuck, it's cold.
She hesitates, then whips off her clothes and dives in.
Fuck, it's freezing. Fuck.
They swim around after the floating papers.
This stuff better be good.
It's not worth it. This isn't bloody Shakespeare.
I don't want to drown, saving some shit my grandmother could have written.
Just stop. Stop.
What kind of idiot doesn't make copies?
I really must do copies. You know, there better not be eels in here. I can't stand eels.
Try not to disturb the eels.
Oh, what the hell is that?
Farmhouse in France, living room, day. A few minutes later in the living room, yeah. He's in a great giant towel. She is fully dressed, but still wet.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I know. I'll name one of the characters after you.
Maybe you could name one of the characters after me, or give me 50% of the profits.
Or I could give you 5% of the profits.
What kind of book is this?
He points to the pages and mimes laughter, tears, then a heart.
Romance?
Yes, it's,
He mimes a knife stabbing.
Thriller? Crime?
Crime. Crime, murder.
Frightening?
Scary, yes. Yes, sometimes scary, and sometimes not. Mainly scary how bad the writing is.
I'd better get back to work, and then later you'll drive me home.
He points to 6 o'clock on his watch and then mimes driving. She nods, yes.
Sure. It's my favorite time of day, driving you.
It is the saddest part of my day, leaving you.
Interior, exterior car and French scenery. They drive along. He looks at her, her hair still wet. She catches him looking at her. He looks away. Interior gallery day. Mary is watching TV. Billy's music video is playing.
And coming up later this morning, it's This Gal, the Bad Grandmama of Rock and Roll. Here, 10:30, do not switch off.
The doorbell rings. It is Julian.
Banoffee pie?
No, thanks.
Thank God. You would have broken my heart if you'd said yes.
Right, well, lucky you.
Can I come in?
Yeah, well, I'm a bit busy, but,
I was just passing, and I thought we might check that video thing out. I thought I might be able to swap it for some pie or maybe munchies.
Actually, I was being serious. I don't know where it is. I'll have a poke around tonight.
Mary, can I say something?
Yes?
I know you're Penny's best friend, and I know you've never particularly warmed to me.
He starts to object.
Look, don't argue. We've never got friendly. But I just wanted to say, I hope that can change. I'm nice. I really am. Apart from my terrible taste in pie, and it would be great if we could be friends.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Great.
Doesn't mean we're going to be able to find the video, though. I had a real search when you first called, and I couldn't find any trace of it, so...
There's one here that says Penny and Julian's wedding. Do you think we might be on the right track?
Yeah, well... Wow, that could be it.
Do you mind if I...
I've probably taped over it almost everything's episodes of The West Wing.
He puts the tape in the player. It shows him entering the church for the ceremony.
Oh, bingo. That's lovely. Well done, you.
The video continues.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Thank you so much, Mary. This is exactly what I was hoping for. I look quite handsome. You've stayed rather close.
He slowly realizes.
They're all of me.
Yeah. Yes.
But you never talk to me. You always talk to Penny. You don't like me.
I hope it's useful. Don't show it around too much. Needs a bit of editing. Look, I've got to get to a lunch. Early lunch. You can just show yourself out, can't you? It's a self-preservation thing, you see.
Julian leaves. Mary goes for a walk, angrily yelling at herself. Interior, 10 Downing Street, PM's office, day.
Danny, my darling, my dream, my boat. Need you to do a favor for me.
Yeah, of course. Anything for the hero of the hour.
Don't ask me why, and don't read stuff into this. It's just a weird personality thing, but, you know Nathan, who works here?
The chubby lad?
Oh, would we call him chubby?
I think there's a pretty sizable arse there. Yes, sir. Huge thighs.
Yeah, well, whatever. I'm sure he's a lovely guy, but I wonder if you could, redistribute him.
It's done.
Interior bedroom, Danielle's house, night. The same sad music plays. Danielle is in her bedroom. She's looking at a picture of her husband and is near tears. The door opens and she snaps out of it as best she can. Sam enters in her pajamas.
Hey, Samo. Can't sleep?
I got some terrible news today.
Let's have it.
Joe's going back to America.
Your boy's American.
Yes, he's American, and he's not my boy, and he's going back to America, and the end of my life as I know it.
That is bad news. Well, we need Kate, and we need Leo, and we need them now. Come on.
Interior kitchen, Danielle's house, night. Danielle and Sam are watching Titanic and reenacting the scene with Jack and Rose on the prow.
Do you trust me?
I trust you.
Danielle grabs Sam and pulls him down on the couch. They laugh. Danielle turns serious.
So you know, Sammy, I'm sure he's unique and extraordinary, but general wisdom is that in the end, there isn't just one person for each of us.
There was for Kate and Leo, there was for you, and there is for me. He's the one.
Fair enough. And his name's Joe?
Yeah, I know. Same as Dad.
Interior, 10 Downing Street, PM's office, night. A knock at the door.
Yeah?
The door opens slowly. It's a man with tea, not Nathan. Prime Minister?
Thank you very much.
Exterior, French farmhouse, day. Jamie is putting cases and lots of French presents into her car. Antonio stands by, trying to talk to her.
Oh, Apollo here. Grande familio, grande tradizione de Christmas presents. Stupido.
Exterior, French farmhouse, day. Jamie lets him off at the edge of the town. She gets out to open his door. She puts forward her hand to shake it goodbye.
Well, goodbye.
Thank you. It was, I will miss you, and your very slow typing, and your very bad driving.
He kisses her lovingly on the lips and walks away. Stunned, she gets back in the car and absentmindedly pulls out in front of another car. Exterior, street, day. Sam stops outside a music store. A TV is playing in the storefront window. The video of Billy's pop song in which he is singing, and girl fans are swaying with the boys, all of them dressed as Santa's sexy helpers, holding up lighters and screaming admiringly. Sam has an idea. She turns and runs. Interior, Danielle's office, day. Danielle is there. Sam bursts in wearing her school uniform.
Danielle, I have a plan.
Thank the Lord. Tell me.
Well, boys love musicians, don't they? Even the weird ones get boyfriends.
That's right. Bjork definitely got laid at least once. For God's sake, Posh Spice married David Beckham.
Whatever. There's this big concert at the end of the term and Joe's in it. I thought if I was in the band and played superbly, he might fall in love with me. What do you think?
I think it's brilliant. I think it's stellar, apart from the one obvious tiny little baby hiccup.
That I don't play a musical instrument?
Yes, ma'am.
A tiny insignificant detail.
Interior, Danielle's house corridor, Eve. Loud noise of drumming. Danielle, all pajamaed up, very late at night, walks past Sam's bedroom. From inside comes the sound of totally repetitive drumming. Interior gallery, night. A Christmas song plays. The gallery looks warm and party ready. We see Carrie surrounded by pretty boys and Stephen standing a bit nervously on his own, beside a huge graphic naked photo. He is looking quite nice himself. Mel is talking with Mary.
I suppose I'd better go do the duty round.
You're a saint.
Any chance of a dance with the boss?
Yeah, sure. As long as your girlfriend doesn't mind.
Not my girlfriend.
Cut to Mary. She's talking to an old lady.
You're looking very handsome tonight.
It's for you.
Sorry?
It's all for you, Mum.
Interior 10 Downing Street, staircase, creepy. Corridor, drawing room. The end of a long day. The PM is looking tired as she wanders through Downing Street. All Xmas decked up for nobody. A single woman in a large house. She finally settles down in front of the TV. Papers in front of her. She turns the telly on. It's Billy on Parkinson. Interior, Parkinson Studio, night.
Well, this must be a very exciting moment for you. Fighting for the Christmas #1. How's it looking so far?
Yeah, very bad indeed. Blue are outselling me 5-1, but I'm hoping for a late surge, and if I reach #1, I promise to sing a song stark naked on TV on Christmas Eve.
Do you mean that?
Of course I do, Parky. Do you want a preview, you old flirt?
Jen buttons her trousers and gyrates in Parky's face. Parky laughs.
That'll never make #1.
The PM watches and laughs too. Interior gallery night. Harriet flirting with Mel in the distance as Stephen talks to Ken.
Suppose it's her job to dance with everyone, isn't it?
Some more than others.
Suddenly Carrie is there.
Just one dance before we run out of chances?
Who, me?
Well, unless you just...
No. Good. Yes. Thanks.
A perky tune plays, but the second they start to dance, a romantic tune begins. They have to get closer, and they seem to fit pretty well together. A moment of happiness. Interior car, night. Cut to Carrie and Stephen in a car together. The music plays on. Stephen still in a state of shock. Interior hallway, Stephen's flat, night. Later that night in Stephen's, hallway.
Well then, I better go.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night.
Actually, I don't have to go.
Right. Good. I mean, no, that's good. Just, would you excuse me for 1 second?
Sure.
Just 1 second.
Interior living room, Stephen's flat, night. He goes into the door and screams silently, jumps up and down hysterically and gestures to God in prayer. Then restorts himself and goes back into the hallway coolly. Interior hallway, Stephen's flat, night.
Okay, that's done. Why don't you come upstairs in about 10 seconds?
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Interior bedroom, Stephen's flat, night. He is tidying frantically. Then she enters. They kiss. He unbuttons her shirt. She just looks at him. Off comes the shirt. He puts his arms around her shoulders and kisses her neck. Then she kisses him again. In bed, he is just in his boxers and undershirt. She lies almost on top of him, her shirt off, but her trousers on. They kiss. Then...
You're beautiful.
Soft music plays. He's looking hard at her. Then, full of shyness, he removes his undershirt. And then the phone starts to ring. 6 rings. He glances at his watch. It is 12:30 a.m.
I better answer it.
He tips her off to answer the phone, which it's a scramble to find. The person on the other end is talking a lot.
Hello? Hello, darling. No, I'm not busy. No, fire away. Right.
He looks at Carrie, naked beside him.
Yes. Not really sure it's going to be possible, actually, to get in touch with the Pope tonight. But...
Slowly, Carrie slips sideways to sit by the bed. He mouths to her, sorry.
Yes, I'm sure he's very good at exorcism. But, well, I'm sure. John Bon Jovi it is as well, and I'll definitely look into it, okay? Okay, I'll talk to you later. All right, bye-bye.
Carrie sits up on the side of the bed.
Sorry about that.
No, it's fine.
No, it's my sister. She's not well. She calls a lot.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, it's not really fine. It is what it is, and there being no parents now and us being over here, it's my job to keep an eye on her. Not my job, obviously, but I'm glad to do it.
Well, I mean, that's okay. Life is full of interruptions and complications, so...
He leans in and kisses her, and then we have 20 more seconds of romance, and the phone goes again. He watches it ring.
Will it make her better?
No.
Then maybe Don't answer.
Pause. He looks at Carrie and reaches back and answers.
Hey, how you doing? Right.
Carrie sits quietly by the bedside.
Oh, please don't. Please don't, little darling. Between the two of us, we'll find the answer, and it won't hurt anymore. No. I'm not busy.
Carrie puts her head in her hands, waiting.
Of course, if you want me to come over, I will. Okay.
Carrie just stares ahead as he drops his head. Sad music plays, only the bed between them, but they're worlds apart. Interior, Ken's house, bedroom, night. Ken and Harriet are getting ready for bed.
That was a good night, except I felt fat.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
It's true. Nowadays, the only clothes I can get into were ones owned by Pavarotti.
Well, I always think Pavarotti dresses very well.
Mel's very fit.
Is he?
You know he is, darling. Be careful there.
Interior, Mel's bedroom, night. Mel taking off his clothes in his seductive bedroom. And there's a hint, everybody. Make sure your bedroom looks seductive. Red underwear, startling figure. Interior, hospital, night. Cut to Stephen and his sister Michelle in a high-security hospital ward. Very bare, a lonely room. She is ghostly, pale, with dirty hair. They are just sitting opposite each other. Pause. She just looks at him. Kyle.
Have you been watching stuff on TV?
Yeah, every night.
Good.
And every day. The nurses are trying to kill me.
No, nobody's trying to kill you, babe.
Pause. She slowly lifts her arm to hit him. A male nurse moves to protect him. Stephen takes the raised hand and says very gently,
"Thank you. Don't do that, my darling. Thank you. Don't do that."
Interior bedroom, Ken's house, night. Cut to Ken lying awake beside Harriet, very sad. He knows in some way he's lost her. He looks across at her, then back up. A tiny tear gathered in his eye. Interior fair trade office, day. Next day, a slightly post-party mood. Harriet and Mel in her office.
Right, I'll be back at 3. Christmas shopping, never an easy or pleasant task.
She heads out. Just before she's gone.
You going to get me something?
I don't know. I hadn't thought.
There's a new sexual tension between them.
Where's Steve, by the way?
His nearby desk with that photo on it is empty.
He couldn't make it in today. A family thing.
There's a word for hangover I've not heard before. See you later.
Yes, look forward to it. A lot.
Exterior London Street, day. Cut to Harriet walking down the street. It's all hugely Christmassy now. Trees and lights everywhere. She takes out her mobile phone and speed dials.
So, are you going to get me something?
I thought I made it clear last night. When it comes to me, you can have everything.
So, what do you need? Something along the stationery line? You short of staplers?
No, I don't want something I need. I want something I want. Something pretty.
Right.
She closes her phone as Ken walks up to her.
Sorry I'm late. I had to drop off Bernie at rehearsal.
They head into the big store. Selfridges, as it were. Interior department store, apparently Selfridges. Day.
Keep yourself occupied for 10 minutes while I do the boring stuff for our mothers.
He kisses her and heads off. She quickly looks around and sees the jewelry section. Pauses. Heads for it fast. Reaches a counter. Sees exactly what she wants. There's a queue. Damn. Then, suddenly, a new voice.
Looking for anything in particular, madam?
She is a very particular-looking woman, very accurate, slightly camp, with a very particular look.
Yes. Oh, that necklace there. How much is it?
It's £270.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I'll have it.
It is a beautiful, delicate gold heart necklace.
Lovely. Would you like it gift wrapped?
Yeah, all right.
She takes the necklace out and puts it on a little blue pad, then turns, opens a drawer, and takes out a little box.
Lovely. Let me just pop it in the box. There.
Puts the necklace on it, placing it tenderly, reorganizing it a bit, then gets the top of the box and puts it on.
Look, could we be quite quick?
Certainly, madam. Ready in the flashiest of flashes.
In a very trained manner, she cuts 2 feet off a ribbon, wraps it round the box, then wraps it round again, then ties it.
There.
That's great.
Not quite finished.
She pulls out a cellophane bag.
I don't need a bag. I'll put it in my pocket.
Oh, this isn't a bag, madam.
Really?
This is so much more than a bag.
She places it in the bag.
Oh!
She scoops up flower buds and fills the bag.
Could we be quite quick, please?
Prontissimo.
Now herbs, crushed. She pulls out a cinnamon stick.
What is that?
A cinnamon stick, madam.
Actually, I really can't wait.
You won't regret it, madam.
Want to bet?
Harriet scans the room, paranoid she'll be seen by Ken.
'Tis but the work of a moment. There we go. Almost finished.
Almost finished? Are you going to dip it into yogurt covered with chocolate buttons?
No, madam. We're going to pop it in the Christmas box.
I don't want a Christmas box.
But you wanted it gift wrapped.
I did, but...
The final flourish is now.
Can I just pay?
All we need now
He puts on a glove.
is a sprig of holly.
No bloody holly.
But madam.
Leave it. Just leave it. Ugh.
He walks away as Ken returns.
Loitering around the jewelry section?
No, I was just looking.
Don't worry, my expectations are not that high after 13 years of Mrs. Oh, but you always loved scarves.
Interior, exterior, Tony's flat day. Colleen knocks on the door and Toni answers it. Colleen lets herself in.
Hey,
What are you doing here?
had to rent out my flat to pay for my ticket.
You're not actually going ahead with this stupid plan.
I bloody am. You think this backpack is full of clothes? Like hell it is. It's chock-a-block full of condoms.
Interior film studio bathroom day. John and Judy in a smart bathroom. She is miming a blowjob, lighting man still close, fitting a tiny new light.
Excellent, perfect. Keep that going.
Look, I'm sorry to be a bit forward and all that, but you don't fancy going for a Christmas drink, do you? I mean, nothing implied. Just maybe go and see something Christmassy or something. Obviously, if you don't want to, you don't have to. I'm rambling now. Sorry.
No, that would be lovely.
Oh, great! Yay!
Cue to the next position. She sits on his face.
You know, that is really great. Normally, I'm really shy. It takes me ages to get the courage up. So, thank you.
Interior, Ken's house, night. Harriet enters late. Ken is helping Harriet take off her coat.
Explain again why you're so late.
Can't a woman have any secrets?
Well, hurry up. We've been waiting for hours. It's the first ever preview.
He hangs up her coat. In the pocket, he feels something and takes it out. It's a small, flat box. He opens it. It has a delicate heart necklace in it. He smiles and puts it back, then heads into the living room where now total bodysuit lobster and very hip angel awaiting.
It was a starry night in ancient Jerusalem, and the baby Jesus was in his manger.
Interior language school night. Language students all wearing headphones and practicing English.
Sherlock Holmes is not a real detective.
Is this the way to the train station?
I would like a half pint of cherries.
I would like a one-day travel card.
We see Jamie practicing Portuguese.
Oh my God, I've got a terrible stomachache. It must have been the prawns.
Milton Keynes has many roundabouts. Interior, underground, train, day. Jamie comes down the escalator with shopping bags and listens to headphones.
My goodness, this is a very big fish. It tastes delicious.
Interior, Ken's house, living room, night. Ken is in his pajamas, putting an extra gift under the tree late at night. He comes across a square package, gift wrapped in gold. He smiles. There's a card. He opens it. Sorry, I'm such a grumpy bugger. Merry Christmas, darling. XX, Bad Harriet. He puts it up to his throat and smiles. Interior, Heathrow Airport, day. Toni and Colleen enter into the airport.
You'll come back a broken woman.
Yeah, a back broken from too much sex.
You are on the road to disaster.
No, I'm on Shag Highway, heading west.
Colleen is heading to customs. Toni is left behind the barrier.
Farewell, failure. America, watch out. Here comes Colleen Frizzell, and she's got big knockers.
Exterior, interior, Milwaukee Airport, night. Colleen jumps into a taxi outside. Oh, bam, we're in Milwaukee, y'all.
Take me to a bar.
What kind of bar?
Just any bar. Just your average American bar.
Interior bar in Wisconsin, night.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'd like a Budweiser, please. King of beers.
One bud coming up.
Oh my God, are you from England?
He turns and sees basically Skeet Ulrich.
Yes.
Oh, that is so cute. Hi, I'm Stuart. Jean?
At the jukebox, James Vanderbeek turns around. Yeah?
This is,
Colleen Frizzell.
Cute name, Jean.
She's from England.
Yup, Basildon.
Oh.
Oh.
Wait till Jimmy Joe gets here. He is crazy about English chicks. In walks Jared Leto.
Hey, guys.
Jimmy Joe, come meet Colleen. She's from England.
Well, step aside, gents. This one's on me. Hey, gorgeous.
Colleen has an enormous grin on her face. Interior bar in Wisconsin later that night. Colleen and the men are in a booth with food on the table.
That is so funny. What do you call that?
Bottle?
Bottle.
What about this?
Straw.
Straw. What about this?
Table.
Tape. That's the same.
Where are you staying?
I don't actually know. I'll just check into a motel like in the movies.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That is so cute.
No. Listen, this may be a bit pushy because we just met you, but why don't you come back and sleep at our place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if it's not too much of an inconvenience.
Hell no, but there's one problem.
What?
Well, we're not the richest of guys, you know? So we just have a little bed and no couch. So you'd have to share with all three of us.
And on this cold, cold night, it's going to be crowded and sweaty and stuff.
And we can't afford pajamas.
Which means we would be naked.
No. I think that'd be fine.
Great.
Good. And you know what's going to make it even more crowded? Harry. You haven't met Harry.
There's a fourth?
Don't worry. You're totally going to like him because he's the sexy one.
Really? Wow. Praise the Lord.
Oh, and she's a Christian.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Interior, Ken's house, night. Christmas is really in swing now. It's present opening time. Ken twinkles in Harriet's direction.
One present only each tonight. Who's got one for Mum?
Let Daddy go first.
I'll get it.
No, I want to choose mine. I think I want this one.
I have bought the traditional scarf as well, but this is my other slightly special personal one.
Thank you. That's a real first.
Rip it! What is it?
I'm going to. All right, I'll rip it.
It is a CD.
God, that's a surprise.
What is it?
It's a CD. Joni Mitchell, wow.
To continue your emotional education.
Yes. Goodness, that's great.
My brilliant husband.
Huh. Yes, actually, do you mind if I just absent myself for a second? All that ice cream, darling, could you make sure the kids are ready to go? I'll be back in a minute.
He exits the room with a glazed smile. Interior, Mel's bedroom, night. Mel happily puts the necklace on in front of his vanity. Interior bedroom, Ken's house, night. Cut to Ken in his bedroom. He's just standing there, rigid, listening to Joni playing loud on the CD. He wipes away tears. He tries a smile. And as the song continues, heads bowing family life with a fake smile and a breaking heart.
Oh my God, it's a miracle. You're all dressed. Come on, we're horribly late. Out you go, into the car.
Interior, Danielle's house, night. Danielle and Sam are lying on the couch.
Has he noticed you yet?
No. But the thing about romance is people only get together right at the very end.
Of course.
By the way, I feel bad. I never ask you how your love life is going.
No, as you know, that was a done deal long ago. Unless Brad Pitt calls, in which case I want you out of here straight away, you wee motherless mongrel. We'll want to have sex in every room, including yours. Thank
Exterior, London, skyline, eve. The next day, 6:50 p.m., the camera moves across London. A Radio 1 DJ is broadcasting to the nation.
It's rainy Christmas Eve all over the UK, and the big question is, who is number one on the Radio 1 chart show tonight? Is it Blue or the unexpected Christmas sensation from Billy Mack? You might have guessed it, although you may not believe it. It's Billy Mack!
Interior record company boardroom, evening. The room, once empty, is totally packed with record people, all going berserk. Yes, 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 Joanna stands near Billy.
You are the champion.
A phone rings. The room goes silent.
Hello?
So, Billy, we're live across the nation and you're number one. How will you be celebrating?
I don't know. Either I could behave like a real rock and roll loser and get drunk with my fat manager, or when I hang up, I'll be flooded by invitations to a large number of glamorous parties.
Let's hope it's the latter. And here it is, number one from Billy Mack. It's Christmas is All Around.
Oh, Jesus, not that crap again.
Jean steps forward, holding her mobile.
Billy, it's for you, babe.
Hello? Elton! Of course. Send in an embarrassingly big car and I'll be there.
He hangs up.
It's going to be a very good Christmas.
Exterior, John's flat, night. Cut to the naked two outside his front door. Still fully clothed at the end of their first date. Nervous.
I'd better be getting inside, actually. My mum and, you know.
Yeah, it's getting a bit cold. Well, good night.
Night.
She almost goes in for a kiss but pulls back. John goes in and commits to it, though.
All I want for Christmas is you.
Right. Thank you. Good night.
John goes inside. Judy jumps for joy, composes herself, and walks home. Interior, Jamie's parents' house, night. A door opens.
Look, everyone, it's Aunt Jamie.
Jamie is totally covered in presents. She's brought hundreds. Instantly, 8 family members of all ages surround her. Huge excitement. She dumps all the presents and gets hugged.
Yes, oh, splendid. It's lovely to see you all, and I'm off, actually.
But Jamie, darling.
Sorry, girls gotta do what a girl's gotta do.
I hate Aunt Jamie.
I hate Aunt Jamie.
I hate Aunt Jamie.
Cut to Jamie heading out into the road and catching a taxi.
Get to the airport, please, fast as you can.
Interior Fair Trade Office, night. Stephen is working late. Carrie steps by his desk on her way out.
Night, Stephen.
Night, Carrie.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
She leaves. Stephen picks up the phone and calls Michelle.
Hi, babe. How's it going? Yeah. Is it all party down there?
Interior drawing room, 10 Downing Street, night. The PM's pottering around a big room in a dressing gown now, still leafing through her big pile of work. She comes across a bunch of Christmas cards with a note from her secretary on Post-it notes. Read these, a random sample. She considers it, then puts them aside and works on. Interior, Danielle's house, night. Danielle bangs on Sam's door.
Sam, time for dinner.
Not hungry.
Sam, I've done chicken kebabs.
Look at the sign on the door.
The sign reads, I said I'm not hungry.
Right.
Interior, exterior, Julian and Penny's house, night. Inside, Penny and Julian are watching telly. The doorbell rings. Julian gets up to get it. He leaves the living room, goes through a little corridor, and opens the front door. It's Mary.
Oh, hi.
She mimes, shh. He does. She has a bunch of big white cards like Bob Dylan in his famous video. I thought In Excess might have been more famous. On them, Mary has written stuff in clumsy felt pen. First one reads, say it's carol singers.
Who is it?
It's carol singers.
Just give them a quid and tell them to bugger off.
Mary bends and pushes the button on a small boogie box at her feet. Starts to play a tape of young bad carol singers singing Silent Night. She's thought this through. Then she produces the rest of the cards one by one.
With any luck, by next year, I'll be going out with one of these guys.
A card showing pictures of the four most beautiful men in the world circa 2003.
We didn't research those. But for now, let me say, without hope or agenda, just because it's Christmas, and at Christmas you tell the truth, to me, you are perfect. And my wasted heart will love you until you look like this.
Picture of a mummy. She gives him a thumbs up and turns away, taking the boogie box with Silent Night getting fainter. Suddenly, a tap on her shoulder. She turns. Julian has come down the path and gently kisses her on the lips. He smiles and walks away.
Enough. Enough now.
Interior, Joanna's flat, night. Joanna is opening the door to reveal Billy.
What the hell are you doing here? You're meant to be at Elton John's.
Yeah, I was there for a minute or two, and then I had this epiphany.
Really? Coming. And what was this epiphany?
As they head upstairs and into the flat.
It was about Christmas.
You realised it was all around?
No, I realised Christmas is a time to be with the people you love.
Right.
And I realised that, as dire chance and fate cock-up would have it, here I am, mid-50s, and without knowing it, I've gone and spent most of my adult life with a chubby employee. And as much as it grieves me to say it, it might be that the people I love is, in fact, you.
Well, this is a surprise.
Yeah.
10 minutes at Elton John's and you're gay.
Now look, I'm serious here. I left Elton's where there were a hefty number of half-baked blokes with their mouths open in order to hang out with you at Christmas.
Well, Billy.
It's a terrible, terrible mistake, Chubbs. But you turn out to be the fucking love of my life. And to be honest, despite all my complaining, we have had a wonderful life.
Well, thank you. It's been an honour. I feel very proud.
She sticks her hand out for a handshake.
Oh, don't be a moron.
She gives Joanna a big bear hug.
Come on, let's get pissed and watch porn.
Interior, the drawing room, 10 Downing Street, Eve. Back to the PM. It's just after 7 p.m. Christmas Eve. Still so alone. She spots the Christmas cards again. It's raining and dull, and she picks them up casually. First, a couple of boring ones. She turns one over to read the signature, which still doesn't make sense upside down. The third one jolts her. It's from Nathan. She reads it. It says this.
Dear Madam, dear Diane, Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a very happy New Year. I'm very sorry about the thing that happened. It was a very odd moment, and I feel like a prize idiot. Particularly because, if you can't say it at Christmas, when can you, eh? I'm actually yours. With love, your Nathan.
She pauses, puts it down, rereads it, then makes up her mind and picks up the phone.
Jack, yeah, I need a car right now. Thank you.
Interior Downing Street, night. She runs through the corridor, down the staircase, and out the front door. There's a security person there.
Oh, don't wait up.
He gets into the car outside Downing Street.
I'd like to go to Wandsworth, the dodgy end.
Very good, sir.
Exterior Harris Street, night. The PM and her cars arrive in Wandsworth.
Harris Street. What number, sir?
Oh, God, it's the longest street in the world, and I have absolutely no idea.
Hard cut. She stands at the door of number 1 Harris Street and knocks. She has with her the driver. An old man comes out.
Hello, does Nathan live here?
No.
Right, fine, thank you. Sorry to disturb.
Here, aren't you the Prime Minister?
Yes, in fact I am. Merry Christmas, part of the service now, trying to get around to everyone by New Year's Eve.
She rings the next door. Both cars always cruising along, following her. A 6-year-old boy answers.
Ah, hello. Does Nathan live here?
No, he doesn't.
Oh dear, okay.
Are you singing carols?
No, I'm not.
Please, Mum, please.
Well, I suppose I could.
Please.
All right. Good King Wenceslas looked out on the feast of Stephen. When the
Snowy round about, deep and crisp and even,
Driver joins
brightly
in.
shone the moon at night.
The next house. When the door opens, it's Mel.
Hello, sorry to disturb. Does Nathan live here?
No, he lives next door.
Ah, brilliant.
You're not who I think you are you?
Ah, yes, and I'm sorry about all the cock-ups. Not my fault. My cabinet are absolute crap. We hope to do better next year. Merry Christmas to you.
She leaves Mel's seductive door, pauses at the next door, nervous. Then it opens and she's greeted by Nathan's family in a rush to leave.
Ah, hello. Is Nathan here?
And the fuck is my fucking coat? Oh, hello.
Hello.
This is my mom and my dad and my uncle Tony and my auntie Glyn.
Very nice to meet you.
And this is the Prime Minister.
Yes, we can see that, darling.
And unfortunately, we're very late.
It's the school Christmas concert, you see, and it's the first time all the local schools have joined together.
Too much detail, Dad.
Anyway, how we can help, sir?
Well, I just needed Nathan on some state business.
Oh, right, yes, of course. Right, well, perhaps you should come on later, Plumpy. Nathan.
Oh, no. Look, I don't want to make you late for the concert.
No, it's nothing really.
Kelly will be very disappointed.
No, really, it doesn't matter.
This costume's taken me months. 8 is a lot of legs.
Listen, why don't I give you a lift and then we can talk about this state business in the car.
Okay.
Lovely.
Lovely.
Interior, exterior, PM's car, night. PM and Nathan are sitting with his sister, Kelly, in between them. The police car's totally full of the rest of his family behind them.
How far is this place?
Just around the corner.
Ah, right. Well, I just wanted to say thank you for the Christmas card.
Oh, you're welcome. Look, I'm sorry about that day. I mean, I came into the room and she slinked towards me and there was a fire and she's the president of the United States and nothing happened, I promise. I just felt like such a fool because I think about you all the time, actually. And I think you're the woman that I really...
We're here!
...love.
Oh, wow. That really was just around the corner. Well, look, I think I better not come in, you know. Nobody wants some politician stealing all the kids' thunder.
No, please come. It'll be great.
No, I'd better not. But I'll be very sorry to drive away from you.
Just give me 1 second.
Exterior, school car park, night. He jumps out of the car. Meantime, the school car park is full of action. Danielle and Sam are arriving, Sam carrying drumsticks, very determined looking. Then Judy and John with Judy's family.
Judy's been very mysterious. Where did you two meet?
Interior arrivals gate, French airport. Jamie bursts out of a French airport looking determined, carrying no luggage. She misses a taxi and jumps up and down in frustration. Another taxi pulls up and she quickly jumps in. Exterior, school car park, night. Nathan returns to the car.
Come on in. We can watch from backstage.
Okay, Terry, I won't be long. Look, this has to be a very secret visit, okay?
Don't worry. This used to be my school. I know my way around. Come on.
Interior corridor, backstage, school night. Ken and the kids and Harriet are late. He's having trouble moving his brood through the corridor. Coming around a corner, they bump right into Nathan and the PM.
Diane!
Oh, how are you? Hi, guys.
He gives her a big bear hug and won't let go.
Hey, are you all right?
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, you know.
I always tell your secretary that these things are going on, but it never occurred to me you'd actually turn up.
I thought it was about time I did. I just didn't want anyone to see, so I'm just going to hide myself somewhere and watch the show. Good luck, Davy. Good luck, Bernie.
I have to tell you, I've never been gladder to see my stupid big sister. Thank you.
You are welcome.
Oh, now, we haven't been introduced.
Right. Well, this is Gavin, my copper, and this is Nathan, who's my catering manager.
Hi.
Catering manager. Watch out, she keeps her hands off you. 20 years ago, you'd have been just her type.
I'll be careful. Don't try something, ma'am, just because it's Christmas.
Seriously.
School bell rings.
Showtime, quickly! See you after.
Probably.
Thank you, Prime Minister.
Interior school hall, night. Cutting to the concert. It's the climax of a nativity scene. The cast are all pointing at the star above Jesus and singing Catch a Falling Star. A little sign says, Form to be. There is Jesus surrounded by Mary and Joseph and three angels, two of them dressed normally and Bernie, dressed like a streetwise rapper, but with a halo. Widened to take in the cast of cows, sheep, and lots of sea creatures, lobsters, squid, penguin, an octopus, a blue whale, etc. The song ends and Mrs. Trench comes out with a mic.
Hillier School would like to now present their Christmas number. Lead vocals by 10-year-old Joseph Anderson, backing vocals coordinated by his mother, the great Mrs. Jean Anderson. Some of the staff have decided to help out for this. We ask you, please do forgive us. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to read this as fast as I can. The song begins in darkness, and into the spotlight steps the lead singer, Joe, a fabulous 12-year-old black boy, a young Michael Jackson. He kicks it into All I Want for Christmas Is You, originally sung by Mariah Carey, in case you didn't know that. It is stunning. Sam's monotonous drums suddenly make fantastic Phil Spector sense. She's damn good. At one moment, Danielle looks toward her and sends back a "he's the one" finger. The PM and Nathan are watching from backstage. Someone comes in and they move to a tighter spot, face to face. As the audience stands and dances to the music, PM and Nathan move in closer and closer, about to kiss. Finally, Joe points straight at Sam as he sings, "All I Want for Christmas Is You." But then he moves on. Sam's head drops. The audience explodes into applause as the curtain behind the performers drops to reveal a Merry Christmas sign. Right under that sign are the Prime Minister and Nathan kissing. Every parent pulls out a camera. There is nothing the PM can do.
Right, so not quite as secret as we hoped.
What do we do now?
Smile, a little bow and a wave.
Interior school corridor, night. Ken is saying goodnight to a group of parents while Harriet waits.
I'll see you later, all right? I'll speak to you. Bye.
He returns to Harriet's side.
Tell me, if you were in my position, what would you do?
What position is that?
Imagine your wife bought a gold necklace and, come Christmas, gave it to somebody else.
Oh, Ken.
Would you wait around to find out?
Parents walk by and wave.
Night, darling. Happy Christmas. Would you wait around to find out if it's just a necklace, or if it's sex in a necklace, or if, worst of all, it's a necklace in love? Would you stay, knowing life would always be a little bit worse, or would you cut and run?
I am
children
so in the
run up
wrong,
the-
a classic fool.
Yes, but you've also made a fool out of me. You've made the life I lead foolish too.
The children now run up to them.
Darlings, oh darlings, oh you were wonderful, my little lobster, you were so, what is the word, orange. Come on, I've got treats at home, Mum's coming.
Further down the corridor, Sam comes up to Daniel, not happy.
Sammy, fantastic show. Classic drumming, son.
Thanks. Plan didn't work, though.
Tell him then.
Tell him what?
That you love him.
No way. Anyway, they fly tonight.
Even better. Sam, you've got nothing to lose, and you'll always regret it if you don't. I never told your dad enough. I should have told him every day because he was perfect every day. You've seen the films, kiddo. It ain't over till it's over.
Okay, Dad, let's do it. Let's go get the shit kicked out of us by love.
Yes.
Just give me 1 second.
Yeah.
He charges off into an art room across the corridor. Danielle turns and bumps into someone, a father with his daughter. He looks just like Brad Pitt, but obviously not him, though in fact it is. Just an average London dad.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
That's okay. It's my fault.
No, really, it wasn't. You're Sam's mom, aren't you?
Yeah. Stepmom, actually. Danielle.
I'm Carl.
Carl?
Okay, I'm back. Let's go.
Yeah, well, I hope we'll meet again, Carl.
Carl, I'll make sure we do.
Yeah? Good.
They walk away.
Tell her.
Or what? What?
You know.
She makes kissing noises.
Don't be such an arse.
Exterior, school car park, night.
Look, there he is.
Where?
Joe is getting into a big car which drives away.
Over there. Oh, no.
It's okay. We'll go to the airport. I know a shortcut.
Exterior, Marseille, night. Jamie arrives in her taxi in a very thin, poor street in Marseille. She gets out and heads to a door and rings the bell. A woman answers. Huge, black hair, about 60. Big belly. Just wearing a vest. Jamie speaks in fluent Portuguese.
Good evening. Senatore Barros.
Him?
I'm here to ask your son for his hands in marriage.
You want to marry my son?
Yes.
Come here. There's a woman at the door. She wants to marry you.
Through the plastic curtain leading to the next room comes a very big Portuguese boy. No love lost between mother and son.
But I'd never seen her before.
Who cares?
You're gonna sell me to a complete stranger?
Sell? Who said sell? I'll pay her.
Pardon me, I'm meaning your other son, Antonio.
Oh, he's not here. He's at work. I'll take you there. You stay here.
As if I would. Stupid.
Silverio follows them out into the street. They pass people at a cafe.
Papa's about to sell Antonio as a slave to this English woman.
They all get up and follow him. Interior departures, Heathrow Airport, night. Danielle and Sam are rushing in. They reach the departures monitor. Joe's flight is now boarding.
Wait, oh no.
Exterior, Marseille, night. Jamie and mother and brother are moving through the streets.
You better not say yeah, Mama.
Oh, shut up, Mr. Dunkin' Donut 2003.
Interior departures, Heathrow Airport, night. Danielle and Sam reach the fast track entry point.
Look, we're not actually flying.
You can't come through.
Not even let the girl say goodbye to the love of her life.
No.
I'm sorry, Sam.
Another passenger comes past. It's the store clerk from Selfridges.
Boarding pass, ma'am.
Just a moment. I know I've got it. Would you hang on to that?
She hands the gate woman her briefcase.
Unless.
What?
Do you want to make a run for it?
Passenger removes her coat.
Hold on to that. You think I should?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Sam runs right past the gate woman. No one notices. The passenger then collects her things back.
Oh, I must have left them where I was having a cup of coffee.
She gives Danielle a knowing look as she leaves. On the other side of the entry point, Sam leaps over a guard at the metal detector and thus begins a chase through the hallways, shops, and crowds of people until she reaches gate 36. On the other side of the glass, she sees Joe and his family in line to board. Exterior Marseille night. They continue their march. A large throng of people follow behind them. Two children shout to each other.
Apparently he's gonna kill Antonio.
Cool!
Interior departures, Heathrow Airport, night. Sam is nearly there. However, a sturdy security guard and hostess stand between her and him. Suddenly they turn, noticing that up on the television screen is Billy, starting to take her clothes off as she performs her song. Sam takes a chance and nips in. There's only him and Joe and her family, and the whole long room now.
Joe!
Sam?
I thought you didn't know my name.
Of course I do. Security guards slowly gather behind them.
Oh, Jesus. Here, I've got to run.
Back at the beginning, Sam is led out to awaiting Danielle. Sam grins like a madwoman and does the big one gesture to Danielle. Then she gets a tap on the shoulder. It's Joe. He kisses her on the cheek, turns around, and runs back to the gate. Danielle lifts her up in the air and hugs her. Exterior Marseille night. Quite a large group of people have gathered behind Silverio, about 22 in all, as they walk through the back streets. They arrive at a restaurant facing the harbor and burst into it. There is a proprietor behind the bar.
Where is Antonio?
Why should I tell you?
Well, this woman wants to marry him.
She can't do that. He's our best waiter.
And at that moment, Antonio backs through the door holding 3 plates of food. He turns and sees Jamie standing there. He freezes, then very gently puts the food down.
Oh, anoite, Antonio. Beautiful Antonio, I've come here with a view to asking you to marriage me. I know I seems an insane person because I hardly knows you, but sometimes things are so transparency, they don't need evidential proof. And I will inhabit here, or you can inhabit with me in England.
Definitely go for England, boy. You'll meet Kate Winslet, and you can marry her instead.
Of course, I don't expect in you to be as foolish as me, and of course, I prediction you say no, but it's Christmas, and I just wanted to check.
Oh, God, say yeah, you skinny moron.
Thank you. That will be nice. Yes, is being my answer. Easy question.
What did you say?
Yes, of course.
Everyone applauds. He makes his way to Jamie.
You learned English?
Just in cases.
They kiss passionately. Silverio taps her on the shoulder and kisses her too. Then his mother does the same. Interior arrivals gate, Heathrow Airport day. Oh, thank God it's over. Some weeks have passed. The normal gaggle of people are waiting. No one we know. Then the first person comes out of the arrivals gate. Someone rushes forward to hug them. Billy steps out. She has a sexy 6-foot blonde with her. Joe steps out of the crowd and comes and takes his bag and kisses the hand of the blonde.
Hello, Davy.
This one's Gustav.
Hello, Gustav.
Next out are Jamie and the radiant Antonio. Penny and Julian are there to greet them.
Here he is. This is Antonio. This is Julian. This is Penny. Mary, didn't see you there.
Just thought I'd tag along.
Jamie's friends are so good looking. She never tells me this. I think maybe now I made the wrong choice. Pick wrong English woman.
She can't speak English properly.
Harriet comes out alone with a cart of luggage.
Did you get us any presents?
Matter of fact, I did.
Harriet gives Ken a kiss on the cheek.
How are you?
I'm fine. Good to have you back. Come on, home.
Sam is waiting with her mom, Carl, and Carl's kid. Joe emerges from the gate.
There he is.
She runs up and stops short of touching him. Hi.
Hello.
He should have kissed her.
No, that's cool.
Super John and Judy run
I
up to
wasn't ready.
Toni. John and Judy run up to a waiting Toni.
All right.
Hey, what are you two doing here?
Judy holds up her hand with an engagement ring.
I might get a shag at last.
Naughty.
Gotta go.
Bye.
Toni turns back to the gate as they run off.
Yahoo!
Colleen comes bursting through the gate. They shake hands and Colleen turns to introduce Toni to her new boyfriend.
Now this is Harry.
Ben Affleck comes walking up with a cowboy hat.
Hey, really pleased to meet you.
Hello, Harry.
I hope you don't mind. I sort of brought my brother to stay. This is Matt. He's real friendly.
Matt Damon strolls up.
Hello, you must be Toni. I heard you were gorgeous.
He hugs her and plants a kiss on her lips. Twice. The door opens and the PM and her entourage walk out. After a tiny pause, Nathan rushes through the crowd and hugs her with total love, throwing his legs around her waist. Flashes from the waiting paparazzi flash.
God, you weigh a lot.
Oh, shut your face.
Music starts to build to a climax. Then the door opens again, and out steps a middle-aged woman we haven't seen before. And her older husband steps out and grabs her and swings her around. She laughs. Then a hippie-looking man and his hippie girlfriend charges out from the crowd. Then a mother comes out, and a father and 3 children rush toward her. But we're back in the real world of normal people, with love, actually, all around. The end.
Oh my God.
Yes.
It's so much worse.
We did it,